So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is dead load 2 or this is DL2. This is about superimposed dead loads. Yan yung mga nakapatong kagaya ng walls. Unahin natin yung roof loads. So, obviously, i-highlight natin si roof beam. Okay, yan. Tapos, selected objects only. Ganyan. Balik ako dito kay, this time, I will now choose DL2. Kanina, ang ginawa namin ay DL1. Yan yung self weights. This time is DL2. So, ito yung truss. Inuna natin yung, natapos natin yung truss. Which is ito. So, yung dalawang support na yan, ito yan. Okay? Yan yun. Tapos, etong support na yan, ito naman yun. Okay? Kaya, yung 12.421 saka yung negative 33, dito natin yan ilo-load. Okay? So, uunahin natin na low-loadan itong 12.421. Notice na ito yung ating top view. This is critical, guys. Ito yung ating roof beam. Ayan. Ito yung ating trusses. Yung violet na yan. Wala. Ayan, ganyan yata. So, this is A, this is A, this is A. So, ang ibig sabihin ng A, this is nodal loads. And then, yung letter B, this is concentrated load. And then, letter C, that is another concentrated load. Ngayon, tingnan mo si letter B, parehas siya doon. Diba? Ibig sabihin nun, ano yung distance between A and B? Now, to get the distance between A and B is, syempre, alam mo yung length nitong width ng building, you simply divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diba? In my case, in my beam, that is equal to 2.8333. Okay? And that is equal to, I think, 4.2 plus 4.3 times 2. Tapos, so 17 meters yon divided by ilan? 6 yata. O yan, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So divided by 6. So 17 divided by 6. Yan yung 2.883. Okay? At 2.832. Next. So, ang una nating load-loadan yung mga nodal loads. So, let's now go to DL2. Add nodal load. And that is 12.421. So, FY, negative 12.421. And then, add. Then close, tapos ayan, isometry natin, i-load na natin kaagad. So use cursor to assign, click, click, click. So natapos na natin si letter A. Next, punta na tayo ngayon kay letter B. Take note that we are only loading this side of your truss, of your roof beams. So ang distance ni letter B from the start is 2.833. And it is also negative 12.421. So balik tayo kay DL2, add. This time it is member load pero concentrated force tayo at negative 12.421 with a distance of 2.833 global Y, and then add, close. Tapos i-add na natin kaagad yan. Ngayon, be careful dahil saan natin i-add itong concentrated force. It is at this member dyan, tsaka dito. Okay? Ayan. So, tingnan natin. Pag ganyang nawawala, balik ka lang kay analytical modeling, balik ka kay loading, ayan na. So, dead load 2. Tapos, click natin yan, and then use cursor to assign. Yan. Click mo dyan, tapos ito. Next, punta tayo ngayon kay letter C. Take note, etong distance ni letter C is what? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is, alam natin na yung distance nito is also 2.833. Pero anong distance niyang beam na yan? Okay? So, ang distance nitong beam, Control Z. That is 4.2 meters. So, ang gagawin natin is, equal to 4.2 minus 2.833, that is 1.367. Yun. Okay? So, gagawa tayo ngayon ng nodal load again. Concentrated force. Negative 12.421, then distance of 1.367, then add. Tapos sabay na natin yon, 1.467. Okay, so 1.467 and then add again. Yung 1.467, that is yung D. Ito yun. Okay? So, I will load this now. Use cursor to assign. Dito lang. Finally, this. Dito ko siya i-assign. So, mapapansin nyo na, yung mga loads na yan is equally spaced and they are all 12.421. Okay? Ngayon, ang loloadan natin is this grid. Susunod is this grid. Yung principle ng paglo-load dito is ganun din dyan. So, eto naman. Okay? Ngayon, sunod-sunod ko nang ilo-load ito. So, dead load 2. This is nodal load. Then, minus 33.404. Add. Tapos, member load, concentrated force, minus 33.404. Ang D1 ko ay 2.833. Add. tapos 1.367, add, and finally 1.467, and then add. Okay, next, so ito ilo-load ko ngayon dito sa nodes. Tapos ito naman ilo-load ko dyan. Tapos ito ilo-load ko dito. Finally yan doon. Ngayon i-rotate natin yan. Tingnan natin, dapat magkakatapat lang sila. See? Magkakatapat. Next, so ilo-load ko naman itong nandito na, which is 21.39. Still at DL2. Nodal load minus 21.39, add member load, concentrated force minus 21.39, D1 is 2.833, add, wala na ako ng boses, 1.367, add, tapos 1.467, add, then close. By the way, wag masyadong magaling sa structural analysis dahil konti lang pera sa structural analysis. Buti pa mag-contractor na lang kayo. Yun, nandun ang pera. Okay, let's continue. So ito yung nodal loads, so assign, and then this dyan, tapos yan na. Check your loads once in a while, i-rotate mo lang yan, dapat magkakatapat sila. So let's look at the front view. Yan, see? So tapos na tayo ngayon sa truss loads. So punta tayo ngayon sa roof firewall loads. Okay, ang roof firewall loads ko, take note, ayan. So hinighlight ko yung roof beam tsaka yung third floor columns. So ibig sabihin nun, dito sa gilid meron tayong firewall na nakalagay. Ganon din dito sa kabila. Hollow blocks yan, ano? Hollow blocks. Ang una kong lolodan is etong 4.5 meter beam, which is this one, 4.5. And then eto na naman, this is also 4.5 meter, which is this. Pero dito kay 4.5 meter, dalawang trapezoidal load yan. Mula dun, okay, hanggang dun sa gitna ng truss. And then from gitna ng truss hanggang dito sa support. So dalawang trapezoidal load. And finally, dito sa 3.3 meter beam, which is this. Okay, so single trapezoidal load yan. So unahin natin ngayon ito. Yung 4.5 meter beam, paano natin i-derive yung load niyan? So that is simply 2.74. Yung 2.74 na yan, galing yan sa NSCP. This is 4 inches CHB with plastering on one side only. Ngayon, ang height ng wall at this point, let's say 0.33. Tapos pagdating dito, yung height ng wall mo, 1.407. Okay? So punta ako ngayon, dito kay DL2, add, Tapos member load, and that is linear varying. Ito. Yan. Dito, that is negative 0.904 tsaka negative 3.855 and then add and then close. Ngayon, itong 0.904 that is equal to 2.74 times 0.33. Okay? Times 0.33. Negative siya kasi pababa. So likewise, ganun din using cursor. Click ko dito. Yan. Tsaka doon sa kabila. Next, punta tayo ngayon dito kay 3.3 meters. Dito naman. Likewise, it is also linear varying. Member load, linear varying. This time, it is 3.069. Tsaka negative 0.904. Add close, then we will assign it here. Oops. Bakit baliktad? Okay, so i-edit natin yan. First, check natin kung nasan yung start. Ayun o, yung kulay green, nandun, di ba? So, double click ko to. Dapat pagbabalik ta rin natin ito ngayon. Okay? Home, Control D, X, and paste. Then modify local Y yan ha. Then close. Lock. Ay, shucks. Naihalo ko to. Sorry. So, 4002 tsaka 4020. Punta ko dito kay edit list. Tanggalin ko si 4002 tsaka si 4020. Yan. Then, assign. Ito pala yun. Sorry. Use cursor. Then, assign. Tapos click ko. Okay. Napagbaliktad. Ibaliktad na ulit natin. Gutom na kasi. Then modify. Close. O yan. Medyo okay na. Next. Punta tayo ngayon kay 4.5 meter interior beam. Dito. This time, this is not linear varying. But it is trapezoidal. Bakit tahimik kayo ha? Boring na ba? Boring? Gutom na? Anong ulam nyo? Payless? Tuyo? Taghirap na ba? Meron. Nagpapautang ako. Okay, so punta tayo ngayon sa 1.65 meter part ng beam. And ang gagamitin natin dyan ay member load trapezoidal. Okay? So, member load, then trapezoidal, tapos W1 is 3.855. Okay? Ngayon, ang height nun ay 1.407. So, minus 3.855. Tapos, minus 4.932. Ang D1 natin ay 0. Tapos, ang distance is 1.65. Okay? And, add. So, mapapansin nyo na close ko to. See what happens. I will now assign this here. You know? So, mapapansin nyo na magkatapat sila. Ito, tsaka yun. Dahil, yung uniform load dito, which is, I think, ito, yung uniform load, yung trapezoidal load, yung linear varying load is 3.855 yung dulo. Okay? Samantalang, itong kulay green na yan, it is the same, 3.855 din. Kaya magkatapat sila. Next, loloadan na natin itong 2.85 meter part. Yung 2.85 meter part na yan is yung remaining space na yan. So, balik tayo dito kay DL2. Minus 3.069. D1 is 1.65. Tapos, D2 is 4.5. Notice na yung aking D2 ay 4.5 meters na.